All right, quick study guide. Preparations for if you want to get sober or if you want to change your life. I'm just real talk, you guys, real talk. The first part of sobriety and or changing your life is the qualifying test. The qualifying test is really the biggest test where you say, are you going to actually do this? Are you going to change your life? That first test, literally all it is a period of time where everything pisses you off. Everything pisses you off. First, it's the irritability. Then it's the awareness of your surroundings where you're like, holy smokes, what, how am I, why, what happened? And really it's just you opening up and seeing for the first time in a clear mind, right? Everything's going to piss you off. You've got to get through that first test in order to move through the next series of tests, which are, not any better. I'm not gonna lie. I have to be real about it. You have to be prepared for this. You have to have policies and procedures for yourself that when this happens, when you see this come to you, what are you gonna do so that you continue your sobriety? The first secondary test or whatever is gonna be, you're gonna lose your friends. You're gonna lose the friends that you made in the midst of the addiction. You're gonna lose them. And that's okay, because you're going to make new friends. And trust me, as somebody who's been sober for almost 8 years or however long it's been now, you will meet a lot more sober friends than you will in the beginning stages. You're gonna meet more sober friends. You're going to meet, I promise you, you will. And those friends that you lost are still probably gonna end up being around for a while. The next thing that's gonna happen is that you're going to go through your anxieties and your emotions, and you have to have a game plan for going through those things. Whether it's talking to somebody, getting a therapist, starting to talk more to your doctor about getting on appropriate medications, whatever it is, you need to be prepared for that. You cannot, I feel, my personal opinion is you are going to have a lot harder time if you don't have the proper medical treatment to get through those emotions that you have been masking and hiding and drowning in for so long. The next thing that's going to happen is you're going to be sober for a while. It's going to have a good stretch, 4 months, 5 months, okay? And you're going to have those old friends knocking on your door. You're going to have those old thoughts knocking on your door. They want you to come back. Just come out for just a little bit. I'm not going to tell you or I won't give you a drink. I won't do this. I won't do that. You got to be strong enough to say no for a while. You're going to miss the old you. You're going to miss the addicted you. It's going to be a really weird feeling, and it's going to be really almost a midlife crisis type of feeling. You're going to lose your identity. You're going to build up your identity, but you're going to miss that version of you. You're going to have people in your life who are not going to understand who you are now. But what I have gathered is that it really depends. The people who have a problem or who are good or enjoy, the new you, it's really going to depend on which personality they met when you were in the midst of your addiction. The people who got you at the life of the party, they don't want you to stop that. And the people who experienced some of your demons, they're going to really like the new you. And it's kind of up to you to identify where those people sit within your life. Being sober, changing your life is not easy. It's not. But it's 110% worth it. Trust me. 110% worth it. I want you to be prepared. I don't want you to be scared. Use this study guide as a way to really look at the contingencies that may happen, or in my opinion, will happen when you become sober, when you start to change your life in a direction that people aren't going to like. Have policies and procedures for yourself when those things come up. If this starts to happen, what am I going to do? If friends start to try and reel you back into an old version of yourself that was unhealthy and driven in a state of alcoholism, what are you going to do? You have to have a plan. But it's worth it. Getting sober is worth it. Regardless of what you're battling, regardless of what you're fighting, it is 100% worth it, and you will find people who are sober around you. I promise. I promise.